not only the importance of the work that we do, but also the potential cost. Because when we interact with a young person who's a good young person, a good kid, and that young person may be afraid, he may be resentful of being stopped by the police. And so it's very important that the police have the training and the tools that they require to manage that interaction effectively and to make sure that bias does not influence the decision on how to deal with that young person. It's very important. About 2 years ago, in recognition of that, we organized a group within our service. We call it the Police and Community Engagement Review Team. And they began to look at the entire process of how we interact with people in our communities. And we also went out to the community and we did a great deal of consultation with various representatives of the community, including, quite frankly, some of our harshest critics, because we wanted to have their perspective and we wanted to have their advice. And as a result of that work, and it has been exhaustive work, they have come forward to me with 31 recommendations. 31 recommendations that improve the direction that we give our officers, improve the training that we will provide to our officers, that create new tools that will help us ensure that our police officers are properly supervised and doing the job right, and create new reporting mechanisms so that the public might be assured that we're doing this difficult and sometimes dangerous job the right way, for the right reasons, and free of bias, and absolutely free of racism. And there is a clear, unequivocal declaration within those recommendations that racism cannot and will not be tolerated within the Toronto Police Service. But we are making an effort to help our people do this job the right way. And those recommendations are now before us, and there is a number of steps that we have already undertaken. Some of it begins with the implementation of new records management systems, changes in procedure on how the officers will interact and record a certain amount of information, and better training so that police officers can manage those interactions with young people more effectively to assure the young people that they're being treated respectfully, because they deserve to be treated respectfully. And so we are working on those things. There are, in addition to all of that work, a number of other issues that are still being discussed by our Police Services Board. The Police Services Board is having a special purpose meeting on this particular issue on November the 18th, in which people will be invited down to City Hall to make deputations before them. But I can tell you that the Police Service has been working relentlessly to address this issue, and we have just recently, with the implementation, or the beginning of the implementation of these recommendations, formed a new advisory group, two of them actually. One is internal, involving police officers, because police officers are absolutely committed to doing this right. And the second advisory committee is made up of community members who want to help work with us to get this right. And I'm very encouraged by the number of people. We have had dozens and dozens of people come forward to help work with us on this, because they understand the work is important to keep our community safe, but it's just as important we do it right. And so I appreciate the question, because I think it is, and I want you to understand and to believe this is one of the most important questions facing the police service. And we are absolutely committed to doing everything possible to get this right. We want to ensure that every young person is treated with respect. We want to ensure that when our police officers go out to keep us safe, they have all of the tools that they require to do their job, and there will be, this is my responsibility, accountability for those police officers, and they do their work. And, you know, police officers understand accountability. It comes with the job. We are given extraordinary powers, and in exchange for those extraordinary powers, we are held accountable for how we use them. And police officers understand the importance of that. So we will make sure that the community the community concerns are being addressed. Thank you.